I'm attorney Martin Nicholson from the Law Office of Martin Nicholson, and this is your Nicholson Nugget of the day. My anti-woke message. The people that are against this so-called wokeness don't know really what the word means, okay? They have an idea of what it means, and they put their own meaning on this word. But really, the idea of staying woke is really just about staying awake, paying attention to what's going on around you, right? Because think about it. If you ever heard someone overslept, someone missed a meeting because they overslept, they were late to school because they overslept, late to a job interview because they overslept. If you oversleep, you're missing something. Watching TV, overslept, fell asleep watching TV. Guess what? You missed an important part of the show or the movie. Now, staying awake, staying woke means that you are trying to pay attention. You can see what happens. If you are asleep, you can't see what happened. You can't hear what happened. The people that are anti-woke don't want you to know what happened. Don't want you to know what's happening. There's not really a woke agenda because all people are saying is pay attention. Pay attention in school. What happens if you don't pay attention in school? You get an F. People will tell you, pay attention on your job so you don't get fired. Staying woke, staying awake is just a form of telling people to pay attention. However, people that are from the anti-woke don't want you to pay attention. They don't want you to stay awake because you can't do anything if you're asleep. Sleep in class, you're probably going to get an F. Sleep on the job, probably going to get fired. The agenda is to keep you from learning your truth, the truth. The history is trying to be whitewashed because it's okay for them to argue and talk about flying the Confederate flag as it's talking about Southern heritage and history of the South, but talking about slavery from an African American standpoint is somehow woke. It is somehow not the truth because slavery benefited black people somehow. That's the history that they want you to know, not the history about the LGBTQ and their fight for rights, not the history of women, not the history of other black and brown people that have fought fighting for their rights. That's not the history they want you to know. That's not what they want you to stay awake for. That's not what they want you to pay attention to. They're essentially saying pay attention to what we are trying to tell you.